Alright guys, we are back. So time to go run through, talk to everybody, and see what happens. Okay. Anyone sitting in my room? Because that would be interesting. Nope. We dealt with her.
Inquisitor? Complete stone man, Inquisitor.
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Tell you what, you finish one, and I'll write it up. Who better write it? Good dwarven perspective. Another time. Best of the vein,
I've read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions. That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead. Carry on. What can I do for you, Inquisitor? Carry on.
Doesn't look like Varric is in a talkative mood.
Good afternoon. We'll talk later.
He's not very talkative.
Anything interesting?
A letter regarding Felix, Alexius' son. He went to the magisterium, stood on the Senate floor and told them of you. A glowing testimonial, I'm informed. No news on the reaction, but everyone back home is talking. Felix always was as good as his word.
Was.
He's dead. The blight caught up.
You're right.
Brazil, thus on borrowed time anyhow.
That doesn't mean you can't regret his death.
I know. Felix used to sneak me a treat when I was working late in his father's study. Don't get into trouble on my behalf, I tell him. I like trouble, he'd say. Tevinter could use more mages like him. Those who put the good of others above themselves.
With the two of you,
Felix and I. What an odd question. No. I had no intention of abusing Alexius's hospitality by seducing his son. Not that I've been proper my whole life by any means. It wasn't like that. Even in illness, Felix was the best of us. With him around, you knew things could be better.
you make it sound like he was a better person than you.
What a mad thing to say. Few people are better than I. Very well, a better person, clearly, not nearly as handsome. Thankfully, Felix wasn't the only decent sort kicking around things. Here we are again.
said Alexius was a mentor of yours.
He was my patron, sponsoring me to the higher levels of the Circle of Magi. In return, my successes were his. I had a lot of successes, naturally. Alexius was most pleased. He and I used to talk over brandy about the corruption, how he could one day make real change in the Imperium. Then he gave up. He stopped trying.
Why did he give up?
On a journey to hospital, the Darkspawn raid killed his wife and sickened his son. I remember hearing it. He hadn't been there, you see. Alexius was convinced he could have protected him. Very guilty. I helped him with his research for a while and then we drifted apart.
It must have been difficult.
Back then. I told him to snap out of it and move on. And will be honest. Later, I regretted my hasty words. But we didn't speak again until he approached me for the Venator. Too much pride, I suppose. Plus, I was busy drinking. One must have priorities.
Was it hard being away from him?
It was hard not having a patron, yes. Not exactly built to fit in. At any rate, he's fallen so low, I doubt he'll ever get up. Sadly.
I should go.
Naturally.
It doesn't surprise me you found the wardens mixed up in all this. First-hand experience. You should be wary any time my own order is involved.
I trust everything is well with the mages.
Most are pleased with the alliance, even if we wonder what will happen next.
You were once a Grey Warden.
Mine is an unusual circumstance, Inquisitor. Normally one is part of the Order until death, but long ago I found myself stripped of what they did. They tried to reinitiate, but nothing worked. Nor could they figure out how it happened. So I was sent to the Circle of Magi, the first warden ever to be picked out. Quite the achievement.
You're not still the Grand Enchanter then?
Any claim I had to the title ended along with the Circles of Magi, although some still call me by it. Perhaps the Circles will one day be resurrected. If so, another will take the position. Until that time, I lead my fellow mages by default. I will do what I can for them.
I'll leave you to it.
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
As you were.
Yes. At your service, my lord.
Let's talk about you. Bards tell tales. I bet you tell some good ones.
There are plenty of tales in the library. Perhaps you should look for them there.
I should leave you to your work.
We can always talk later.
My Lord Inquisitor, it's good of you to speak. I have news regarding one of your companions, the Delito.
haven't done something wrong.
No, Beckford. It's nothing like that. I have been in contact with his family. House Palace, out of Corypheus. Are you familiar with them?
He's mentioned his family. They don't appear to be on good terms.
Yes. I believe you're correct. The family sent a letter describing the estrangement from their son and pleading for my aid. They've asked to arrange a meeting quietly without telling him. They fear it's the only way he'll come. Since you seem to be on good terms with the young man, I'd hope.
I'll see what I can do.
Bless you. Visitor. The family will send a letter to meet the young man at the Red Cliff to take him onward. If he truly does not wish this reunion, he can always end the matter there. I shall pray for your success and the young man's happiness. That's all we can do.
Well, let's go talk to Dorian again, because I'm telling him it's the right thing to do.
Here we are again.
Dorian, there's a letter you need to see.
A letter? Is it a naughty letter? A humorous proposal from some Antivan dowager?
Not quite. It's from your father.
My father. See. And what does Magister Hallward want, pray tell?
A meeting.
Show me this letter. I know my son. My father knows of me would barely fill a thimble. This is so typical. I mean to bet this retainer is a henchman, hired to knock me on the head and drag me back to Tevinter.
You think your father would actually do that?
No, though I wouldn't put it past him. Let's go. Let's meet this so-called family retainer. If it's a trap, we escape and kill everyone. You're good at that. If it's not, I send the man back to my father with the message that he can stick his alarm in his wit's end.
Let's go meet this retainer then.
I wonder how much my father paid this man to wait around just in case I showed. We'll find out soon enough.
Gloat all you like. I have this one.
Are you sassing me, Commander? I didn't know you had it in you.
Why do I even... Inquisitor.
Leaving, are you? Does this mean I win?
Please don't stop on my account.
All right. Your move.
You need to come to terms with my inevitable victory. You'll feel much better.
Really? Because I just won. I feel fine.
Don't get smart. There will be no living with you.
I should return to my duties as well. Unless you would care for a game.
Prepare the board, Commander.
As a child, I played this with my sister. She would get this stuck-up grin whenever she won, which was all the time. My brother and I practiced together for weeks. The look on her face the day I finally won. Between serving the Templars and the Inquisition, I haven't seen them in years. I wonder if she still plays.
right, let's see what you've got.
This may be the longest we've gone without discussing the Inquisition or related matters. To be honest, I appreciate the distraction.
We've been through enough to drop the formalities and simply talk.
I suppose we have.
I believe this one is yours. Well played.
Did you need something? That's all for now.
Should you require anything, I'll be here.
The soldiers.
It's just black wall over there.
Sitting around here, Templars get shot and fighting. I saw one soldier reach and fell like
Inquisitor.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
Stefan finally died.
I can keep staring at this, but I won't get any closer.
Something I can help you with?
Yes, possibly. We saw so many Red Templars at the assault on Haven. Perhaps all that was left of the Order. What we didn't see was Lord Seeker Lucius. Indeed, I've seen no hint of any Seekers amongst the Red Templars, or anywhere. I have a growing suspicion Corypheus has imprisoned them.
Why imprison them? You could just as easily have killed them.
Not easily. But yes, they may be dead. But the Seekers began this war against the mages. They cannot have simply vanished. There must be a trail we can follow. Yet so far I have only discovered hints.
But they could have ended up just like the Red Templars.
Seekers do not use lyrium. I assume Corypheus gained control of the Templars by corrupting the lyrium they were already taking. To do the same to a Seeker, you'd have to force the lyrium upon him. That may be what happened, but it couldn't have begun that way. We're missing a piece of the puzzle, Inquisitor. I need to find it.
Finding them obviously means a lot to you.
I left the Order, but I can never abandon them. I cannot even claim that rescuing them would be beneficial. They wouldn't look kindly on the Inquisition. But even so, if there's a chance... If we can spare resources to follow up on these leads, Inquisitor, I would appreciate it.
Thank you for Haven. Less so for Redcliffe, but I am committed to serve your worship.
I understand if resources cannot be spared to help search for the missing secret. Still, it could involve a threat we are unaware of. There may be a use in looking.
Do you have any advice for me?
Nothing I can think of. No.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
How's it going? See you later, boy.
You say you saw the champion at the time it's not me.
It wasn't blood in the bath, fingers on the scalp, intimate, and then the moment is gone.
So, Cole. Someone found a barrel full of misplaced daggers. Was that you?
They were safer there.
Safer than on someone's belt, where they could draw them in the heat of an argument.
They would have been sad later.
Can I assume you're responsible for the turnips that have shown up in the fireplaces?
They don't smell the same.
You needed that soldier to smell them, so he could die thinking he'd gone home.
He did go home.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably. She spins, plucking strings, matching whips and words. An admiral who will never send ships of her own.
I'll talk.
Probably.
Alright, now we can get out of here and kind of take off.
Let's see what we have. At your service.
Inquisitor.
Inquisitor. The workers are almost done building a lift to the deep roads. No darkspawn trouble yet, but the earthquakes have been brutal.
I was told to meet a Shaper Volta.
She's waiting below. You won't see an Orzammar dwarf on the surface. They have rules about that.
From your tone, I'd guess Orzammar isn't your favorite place.
I don't have an opinion. Cloud gazers like me aren't allowed in the city. The lift's ready for you. Try not to shift around, and keep back from the edge. It's a long way down now.
This reminds me of a story.
Shocking.
It's about an impossibly handsome dwarf and his friend who got crowned King of the Nugs.
A Nug King. Really?
It's not as good as it sounds. Nugs mostly just shit on the floor and roll in it. Welcome to the deep roads.
So, the deep roads. Do you think there'll be tight spaces? Long hallways with low ceilings?
Possibly. Why?
I'm just hoping my horns fit.
Dwarves cannot dream, yet they devise the most fascinating inventions.
Not all ideas come from the Fade.
True. These designs must be inspired by something.
Harut, Nagar, Nothric, your names will not be forgotten.
You must be Shaper Volta.
A trust Valar, Inquisitor. The Shaper welcomes you to the deep roads.
How many dwarves have you lost?
More than we can count. The mining caste has suffered greatly. Our situation has worsened since we contacted Skyhold. The quakes collapsed this mine and shattered a seal, keeping the Darkspawn at bay. The Legion of the Dead hasn't been able to mend the broken seal, and we can't afford to lose any more lyrium.
I've read about the Legion of the Dead. Dwarves who fight Darkspawn in service to Orzammar. They commit their lives to the cause and celebrate their own funerals before entering the deep roads.
No matter their sins in life, the Legion die noble deaths.
The Inquisition stands ready to aid Orzammar. Without a steady lyrium supply, things on the surface will get even worse.
Apologies for pushing you. I fear the damage that tremor caused. Follow me to the Legion camp.
Off we go.
Keep your eyes open. These roads are dangerous.
I wasn't trying to do that.
An ogre!
I hate the deep roads.
It's not focused on us! Now's the time to attack!
This isn't good.
It's not focused on us. Now's the time to attack. It's not focused on us. Now's the time to attack. Now, while it's distracted. Strike now. Strike now. It's not focused on us. Now's the time to attack.
You have my gratitude.
Just returning the favor?
If the ogre reached this point, the Legion must be overwhelmed. Let us hurry.
Yeah, we're gonna leave there quickly.
There must be something here.
They say a desire demon took the mind of our young Lord Connor. The hero of Ferelden drove the demon away to save him.
Well, I guess I can't switch. Because I need Dorian.
something here.
They say a desire demon took the mind of our young Lord Connor. The hero of Ferelden drove the demon away to save him.
Are you mad? Why must you keep talking about it? Grandma, you heard about it? It's destroyed, completely gone.
I heard, child.
The mages and Templars are no longer fighting.
Please, are you with the Inquisition? As you've wandered, have you by any chance seen a ram that is, different? Lord Wolseley wandered off, and he's very special. If you could find him, I'd be most grateful.
What makes your ram so special?
Well, he's always brought the family luck, and his advice helped us make our fortune.
Your ram offered advice.
He's a very special ram.
I'll speak with you later.
Farewell.
Here we go.
Uh-oh. Nobody's here. This doesn't bode well.
Dorian.
Father. The whole story about the family retainer was just, what? A smokescreen?
Ben, you were told. I apologize for the deception, Inquisitor. I never intended for you to be involved.
Of course not. Magister Parvus couldn't come to Skyhold and be seen with the dread Inquisitor. What would people think? What is this exactly, Father? Ambush? Kidnapping? Warm family reunion?
This is how it has always been.
You went through all of this to get Dorian here. Talk to him.
Yes, Father. Talk to me. Let me hear how mystified you are by my anger.
Dorian, there's no need to.
I prefer the company of men. My father disapproves.
I'll need you to explain that.
Did I stutter? Men, and the company thereof, as in sex. Surely you've heard of it.
This is not exactly news, Dorian.
Why should it be? Why should anyone care? I have no idea.
This display is uncalled for.
No, it is called for. You called for it by luring me here.
This is not what I wanted.
I'm never what you wanted, Father. Or had you forgotten?
That's a big concern in Tevinter, then.
Only if you're trying to live up to an impossible standard. Every Tevinter family is intermarrying to distill the perfect mage, perfect body, perfect mind.
The perfect leader. It means every perceived flaw, every aberration is deviant and shameful. It must be hidden.
So that's what all of this is about? Who you sleep with?
That's not all it's about. Dorian, please. If you'll only listen to me.
Why? So you can spout more convenient lies? He taught me to hate blood magic. The resort of the weak mind. Those are his words. But what was the first thing you did when your precious heir refused to play pretend for the rest of his life? You tried to change me.
I only wanted what was best for you.
You wanted the best for you. Your fucking legacy. Anything but that.
Don't leave it like this, Dorian. You'll never forgive yourself.
Tell me why you came.
If I knew, I would drive you to the Inquisition.
You didn't. I joined the Inquisition because it's the right thing to do. Once, I had a father who would have known that.
Once, I had a son who trusted me. A trust I betrayed. I only wanted to talk to him, to hear his voice again. To ask him to forgive.
He says we're alike. Too much pride. Once I would have been overjoyed to hear him say that. Now I'm not certain. I don't know if I can forgive him.
Are you all right?
No, not really. Thank you for bringing me out there. It wasn't what I expected, but it's something. Maker knows what you must think of me now, after that whole display.
I think you're very brave.
Brave?
It's not easy to abandon tradition and walk your own path.
At any rate, time to drink myself into a stupor. It's been that sort of day. Join me sometime, if you've a mind.
I don't know what you think you're doing.
I'm being clucked at by a hen, evidently.
Don't play the fool with me, young man.
If I wanted to play the fool, I could be rather more convincing, I assure you.
Your glib tongue does you no credit.
You'd be surprised at the credit my tongue gets me, Your Reverence.
Oh,
What's going on here?
It seems the revered mother is concerned about my undue influence over you.
It is just concern. Your worship, you must know how this looks.
You might need to spell it out, my dear.
This man is of Tavern. His presence at your side. The rumors alone.
What's wrong with him being from Tevinter, specifically?
I'm fully aware that not everyone from the Imperium is the same.
How kind of you to notice. Yet still you bow to the opinion of the masses.
The opinion of the masses is based on centuries of evidence. What would you have me tell them?
The truth?
The truth is I do not know you, and neither do they. Thus, these rumors will continue.
There's no cause for concern, Your Reverence.
With all due respect, you underestimate the effect this man has on the people's good opinion.
Do the people know how he's helped the Inquisition?
See, I meant no disrespect, Inquisitor. Only to ask after this man's intentions. If If you feel he is without ulterior motive, then I humbly beg forgiveness of you both.
Well, that's something.
She didn't get to you, did she?
No. It takes more to get to me than thinly veiled accusations.
You don't think she'll do anything?
Do what? Yours is the good opinion I care about, not hers. I should ask, do the rumors bother you?
Why should it bother me? Everyone's talking about the Inquisition.
That's good. I'd hate to think I brought you any grief. Perhaps it's odd to say, but I think of you as a friend, Inquisitor. I have precious few friends. I didn't think to find one here. Don't speak. I detest confessions, and I'd like to get this over with. Allow me to say I'll stand beside you, against Corypheus, my countryman, or spurious rumor, so long as you'll have me. Questions.
No.
I should go.
Try not to kill anyone without me.
'Cause I want to go with Montier. Alright, this looks like a good place to stop, so y'all have a good one. Peace.